Every single day, billions of people open social media without realizing one dangerous truth. The apps on your phone are not free entertainment platforms. They are billion-dollar psychological systems designed to influence your emotions, your attention, and most importantly, your spending habits. And whether you realize it or not, social media is quietly changing the way you think about money. It's making people spend more, save less, compare constantly, and chase lifestyles they cannot actually afford. The scary part is that most people believe they are fully in control while scrolling through Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, or Facebook. But in reality, every swipe, every like, every luxury video, every influencer recommendation, and every targeted advertisement is carefully engineered to trigger emotional reactions inside your brain. And those emotions often lead directly to spending money. Today we're going to expose how social media tricks millions of people into overspending, why your brain becomes addicted to comparison, and how these platforms slowly destroy financial discipline without most users even noticing. Because once you understand the psychology behind social media spending, you begin to realize something shocking. The product being sold is not always the item. Sometimes, the product is your insecurity. Think about this carefully. Years ago, people mainly compared themselves to their neighbors, classmates, coworkers, or relatives. Your world was limited to the people physically around you. But today, social media has connected you to millions of lifestyles every single second. Now you wake up and instantly see luxury vacations, expensive cars, designer clothes, giant houses, perfect relationships, expensive restaurants, gaming setups, dream offices, beauty products, and celebrity lifestyles before your brain has even fully started the day. And after watching this content repeatedly, something dangerous happens. Your normal life starts feeling less exciting. Your room suddenly feels too small. Your clothes start looking outdated. Your phone no longer feels premium. Your life begins to feel incomplete. This is not an accident. Social media platforms survive by keeping users emotionally engaged for as long as possible. The more emotionally triggered you become, the longer you stay on the platform. And the longer you stay, the more advertisements you see. That's why social media algorithms prioritize emotional content, especially content that creates envy, aspiration, desire, fear of missing out, or insecurity. Because emotional people spend more money, and companies understand this perfectly. Modern marketing is no longer just about selling products. It's about selling identity. They don't sell shoes. They sell status. They don't sell watches. They sell success. They don't sell skincare. They sell confidence and beauty. They don't sell luxury cars. They sell attention and admiration. And social media amplifies this psychological manipulation to a level humanity has never seen before. Influencers are one of the biggest examples of this system. Most influencers don't simply share their lives anymore. Their lifestyle itself becomes the advertisement. Every outfit, every product placement, every vacation, every day in my life vlog is carefully designed to influence audience behavior. Even when content feels casual or natural, many posts are strategically created to increase desire and trigger spending habits in viewers. And the most dangerous part? People trust influencers more than traditional advertisements, because the brain sees influencers as relatable humans rather than corporations. This lowers skepticism and increases emotional attachment. So when an influencer says, "This product changed my life," your brain processes it differently than a normal commercial. It feels personal. It feels authentic. But behind many of those recommendations are sponsorship deals, affiliate commissions, brand partnerships, and marketing strategies worth millions of dollars. The entire system is built around influencing consumer behavior. Now here's where the psychology becomes even darker. Social media creates what psychologists call social comparison anxiety. Humans naturally compare themselves to others. But social media exposes people to unrealistic levels of comparison every hour of every day. And the problem is that users are not comparing themselves to reality. They are comparing themselves to carefully edited highlight reels. Most people only post their best moments online. The best angles, the best clothes, the happiest days, the most luxurious experiences. Nobody posts their debt. Nobody posts financial stress. Nobody shows loneliness, anxiety, arguments, or failures in full detail. So viewers start believing that everyone else is living a better life than them. This creates emotional dissatisfaction. And dissatisfaction is one of the strongest spending triggers in the world. Because once people feel emotionally behind, they start buying things to catch up psychologically. This is why someone earning a decent income can still feel poor after scrolling social media for 30 minutes. The brain starts redefining what normal looks like. Luxury becomes standard, excess becomes ordinary, and suddenly people feel pressure to constantly upgrade their lifestyle. This leads directly to lifestyle inflation, a dangerous financial trap where spending increases every time income increases. Instead of building wealth, people continuously upgrade cars, phones, clothes, apartments, furniture, vacations, and subscriptions, simply to maintain a certain online image. And many people don't even realize they're spending money for validation rather than happiness. Some buy expensive products mainly to post them online. Some travel just for photos. Some purchase luxury items not because they truly love them, but because they want social approval. This creates a cycle where identity becomes dependent on external attention. Likes become emotional currency, validation becomes addictive, and spending becomes emotional therapy. But here's the painful truth. No amount of online validation creates lasting fulfillment. The excitement fades quickly, the attention disappears, and then the brain searches for the next purchase, the next upgrade, the next dopamine hit. This is exactly how social media keeps consumer culture alive. By constantly making people feel like they are one purchase away from becoming happier, more successful, more attractive, or more respected. But financial freedom works completely differently. Wealth is usually built quietly. The people who become financially strong are often not the loudest people online. Many wealthy individuals avoid unnecessary attention because they understand an important truth. Looking rich and being rich are completely different things. One requires spending money, the other requires discipline. And discipline is becoming extremely rare in the age of social media. So how do you protect yourself from this psychological trap? The first step is becoming aware of what social media is actually doing to your mind. Start paying attention to how certain content makes you feel. Do you suddenly want to buy things after scrolling? Do you feel dissatisfied with your life? Do you constantly compare yourself to strangers online? Awareness is powerful because manipulation becomes weaker once you recognize it. The second step is controlling your digital environment. Unfollow accounts that trigger insecurity, comparison, or unnecessary spending urges. Follow creators who educate, inspire growth, teach financial literacy, or encourage healthy habits instead of constant consumption. Your environment shapes your behavior more than you realize, and social media is part of your environment. The third step is learning to separate self-worth from possessions. You do not become more valuable because of expensive brands, luxury vacations, or online attention. Real confidence comes from internal stability, not external approval. And finally, remember this. The goal of social media platforms is not to make you financially free. Their goal is to keep you scrolling, emotionally engaged, and consuming for as long as possible. Because your attention generates profit, and your spending generates even more profit. So the next time you open social media, and suddenly feel the urge to buy something you never cared about 5 minutes earlier, stop for a moment and ask yourself, do I actually need this, or was it just a passing impulse? This desire planted into my mind by what I just watched? That single question can protect your money, your peace of mind, and your future. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications for more powerful finance psychology and self-improvement content. And remember, the less control social media has over your mind, the more control you have over your life.